At 9:42 a.m. inside a digital forensics lab, investigators reviewed cellular records connected to 26-year-old Shannon Gilbert. The Suffolk County Medical Examiner had ruled her death an accidental drowning after her remains were found in a marsh at Oak Beach, Long Island, in December 2011. She had disappeared in the early morning hours of May 1st, 2010, after running barefoot through a gated community and calling 911 in visible distress. Yet portions of her phone's digital activity appeared to extend beyond the window in which she was believed to have entered the marsh. The device continued interacting with nearby cell towers. To some observers, that suggested movement after her presumed death. To others, it reflected the technical realities of cellular systems in unstable terrain. On the night of April 30th, 2010, Gilbert traveled from New Jersey to Oak Beach to meet a client. She was accompanied by a driver. Shortly after 4:30 a.m., she placed a 23-minute 911 call, stating that someone was trying to harm her. After leaving the residence, she knocked on neighbors' doors seeking help. Witnesses later reported that she appeared frightened and disoriented. She was last seen running toward the marshland. Initial searches did not locate her. During extended search operations, police discovered the remains of other women along Ocean Parkway, leading to what became known as the Gilgo Beach serial killings investigation. Authorities have consistently stated that Gilbert's case is separate. When her remains were located more than a year later, officials concluded she likely drowned after becoming exhausted and disoriented in the dense marsh. No clear signs of homicide were officially identified. Her family challenged that conclusion and commissioned an independent review. Central to the debate was her cell phone data. Although she did not wear a modern smartwatch, her phone functioned as a tracking device. Phones regularly connect to cell towers, log timestamps, and attempt reconnection when signals weaken. In marshland environments, vegetation, water, and shifting tides can interfere with signal strength. A device may switch between towers without physically traveling significant distances. Cell tower data does not provide precise GPS coordinates. It shows general proximity within coverage sectors. If a phone loses signal and later reconnects, system logs may reflect activity at the moment of synchronization rather than the moment of human movement. Environmental factors, including tidal shifts, can also reposition objects over time. Investigators therefore faced several possibilities. One was that Gilbert survived longer than initially estimated. Another was that the phone moved independently after separating from her. A third involved delayed syncing or network fluctuation, creating the appearance of extended activity. There has been no publicly released evidence confirming that another person handled her device after her disappearance. Independent forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Baden, retained by Gilbert's family, later questioned the drowning conclusion and suggested certain findings could be consistent with strangulation. Suffolk County officials maintained their accidental determination. The case illustrates the growing complexity of digital evidence in death investigations. Modern wearable devices record heart rate step counts and GPS routes with minute-by-minute precision. However, such data can also mislead. Motion sensors may register movement if a device is carried by someone else. Heart rate readings can fail or lag. Timestamps reflect when systems log data, not necessarily when events occur. Gilbert's case predates widespread smartwatch use, leaving investigators with less granular information than would be available today. Instead of biometric data, there were cellular records and partial location indicators. These signals suggested activity, but did not conclusively establish whether she was alive at each recorded point. In 2023, Rex Hoyerman was arrested and charged in connection with several of the Gilgo Beach murders. As of now, he has not been charged in relation to Gilbert's death, and authorities have not reclassified her case. The discrepancy between medical findings and digital traces underscores a broader issue. Timelines are fragile. Medical examiners estimate time of death within ranges. Digital logs appear exact but depend on infrastructure, towers, satellites, and servers that introduce delays and variability. Technology records signals. It does not interpret them. In Shannon Gilbert's case, the official ruling remains accidental drowning. For her family, unanswered questions persist. For investigators, the The case demonstrates how modern devices can both illuminate and complicate the search for truth. Even when a heartbeat stops, a phone may continue to connect, ping, and search for signal, creating data that outlives certainty.